Hey guys, welcome back for another video. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to be looking at all of our Major League Baseball games we have coming up Sunday, August 3rd. We're going to break down all 14 of our games today, look at the pitching, the lineups, try to predict the outcome for every single game. We'll also be taking an in-depth look at our best bets, the money lines, the spreads, the over-unders. First things first, though, make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you have any comments, by all means, drop them below. Do you agree with me? Disagree with me? What are your thoughts on these games? What are your predictions for the matchups today? I will respond to every single comment. If you want to sign up for one of our member teams, make sure to check out the pinned comment down below. There's 3 tiers in total. If you sign up, I would massively appreciate it. For those of you who have signed up, a massive, massive shout out for you. Guys, we go over every game this entire season. If you are a sports fan, baseball fan, and football fan, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Let's not waste any more time, though. We have 14 games to look at. Our very first one is a very, very early game. Roku, 11:35 p.m. The 62-49 Houston Astros, first place in the ALS, veteran team, experienced team. The Astros always have elite pitching. They do have the #1 ranked bullpen ERA. They'll be on the road here versus the 61-51 Boston Red Sox. The Red Sox have been hot for probably the last 5 to 6 weeks. Their offense has been hot. They've been pitching well, and they're also very difficult to beat at home in Fenway Park. Right now, Boston, 49.7% chance to win this game. Houston, a 50.3% chance. The Astros, 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over-under. Houston's -115, Boston -105. So Vegas is saying both of these teams have a real shot to win this game. Right now, the Astros, 4.3 runs per game, 257 batting average, really good batting average. 121 home runs, 56 stolen bases, giving up 3.69 runs a game. The Red Sox, 5.0 runs per game, 253 average, 137 home runs, solid power, 94 steals, solid speed, giving up 3.76 runs a game. But this game is going to be decided by the pitching matchup. It's a really good one. Valdez on the mound for the Astros. He's one of their best pitchers. When he's on, he's one of the best left-handed pitchers in all of baseball. 11-4 record, 2.62 ERA, 134 innings, 141 strikeouts, only 8 home runs given up in 19 games. That is elite control. He's going up against Lucas Giolito, 7-2 record, 3.8 ERA, 87.2 innings, 77 strikeouts. This is a really tough game. Both of these pitchers can really deal it here. This game is probably going to come down to the bullpen. The Red Sox pulled off the win yesterday, but the Astros did have to use a lot of their bullpen pieces. I'm going to go out on a ledge here and give me the Red Sox to pull off the upset, going with that +1.5, and I'm going to go with the under. In our second game, East Coast versus West Coast at 12:10 p.m., the 64-47 Los Angeles Dodgers, first place in the NL West. The best overall roster in baseball when they are healthy. That's the issue there. When they're healthy, they have been decimated with injuries to their pitching. 15 to 20 pitchers on the DL. They'll be on the road here versus the 55-57 Tampa Bay Rays. Right now, the Rays a 34.1% chance to win this game. The Dodgers a 65.9% chance. When I'm looking at the Rays here, the Rays have completely fallen apart the last 5 to 6 weeks. They were one of the hottest teams in baseball, if not the hottest team up to that point. Then they went off the rails. I picked the Rays to upset the Dodgers yesterday. The Rays did do that. Can they carry that momentum into the Sunday matchup? Right now, the Dodgers, 1.5 run favorites. The over-under is 8.5. LA -200. Tampa Bay +165. The Dodgers, 5.2 runs per game on average, 255 batting average, 163 home runs. It's #2 in baseball. 63 steals, giving up 4.24 runs a game. The Rays, 4.6 runs a game, 254 average, 118 home runs. They lead baseball first place with 143 steals. Very aggressive on the bases. They're giving up 3.89 runs a game. On the mound for the Dodgers, they have their ace. They need him to eat up some innings here. Their bullpen has a lot of injuries. They have Yamamoto going 9-7 record, 2.63 ERA, 116.1 innings, 133 strikeouts, only 10 home runs given up in 19 games. Joe Boyle going for the Rays, having a surprising, really strong season. 1-1 record, 2.82 ERA, but very small sample size, 22.1 innings, 24 strikeouts. He's only given up 2 home runs, but I'm going to go with Yamamoto. The Dodgers getting things back on track here. They win this one, they cover the spread, and I'm going to go with the under. And this next game, again, a really good pitching matchup at 1:35 p.m. The 66-44 Milwaukee Brewers. This is the hottest team in baseball for the last 5 weeks. They've been hitting, getting on base, power, speed, starting pitching, bullpen. They can do a little bit of everything. Right now, they'll be playing the Washington Nationals at 44-66. The exact same record. It's just flip-flop. Right now, the Nationals interim coach, young team. They have awful pitching, but they actually have a pretty decent offense. Washington, a 46.5% chance to win this game. The Brewers, a 53.5%, still very close by the fans. Milwaukee's 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. Washington's plus 155. Milwaukee minus 185. This Brewers offense, 4.8 runs per game, 251 batting average, 104 home runs, 121 steals. That's top 3 in baseball. 3.63 ERA. The Nationals, 4.3 runs per game, 244 average, 104 home runs, 95 steals. Very balanced, giving up 5.13 runs a game. The Brewers have Jacob Mizorowski on the mound, 4-1 record, 2.7 ERA, 33.1 innings, 47 strikeouts. Definitely a strikeout pitcher. Brad Lord going for the Nationals, 2-5 record, 3.27 ERA, 74.1 innings, 59 strikeouts. This guy just needs some run support when he's on the mound. He needs the bullpen to hold the lead for him. Mizorowski is having a very good season, but he does not pitch very deep into games. Give me Washington pulling off the upset, going with that plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the over. And our very next game, another pitching duel on MLB Network at 1:37 p.m. The 55 and 56 Kansas City Royals, one of the worst offenses in baseball, but a top 4 overall pitching staff. Playoff-worthy pitching. They just need some help from the lineup. They need some run support. They'll be on the road versus the 65 and 47 Toronto Blue Jays. This team has been raking it in with their offense the last month straight, scoring a buttload of runs. They're now first place in the AL East. They just want to make sure that they hold on to that. Right now, Toronto, 58.1% chance to win this game. The Royals, a 41.9% chance. Toronto's 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. KC, plus 120. The Blue Jays, minus 145. This Royals offense, 3.6 runs a game, 244 average, 92 home runs, 81 steals. It is the pitching that gives them a shot in any one of these games, giving up 3.53 runs a game. The Blue Jays, 4.7 runs a game, a 265 batting average. That is the number 1 team batting average in all of baseball. 118 home runs, 54 steals, giving up 4.27 runs per game. Seth Lugo on the mound for the Royals. This guy finished number 3 in baseball last season for the American League for the Cy Young voting. He's picked up exactly where he left off last year. 8-5 record, 3.03 ERA, 118.2 innings, 104 strikeouts. Yeah, that's giving up 19 home runs. Going up against Chris Bassett, one of the most consistent, reliable pitchers in baseball, but he has been rocked his last couple starts. 4.24 ERA, 11-5 record, 123 innings, 121 strikeouts. For some reason to me, this game has low-scoring pitching duel written all over it. Give me the Blue Jays to win a very close one, to win the game, but win it by 1. So I'll go with that plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the under. And our next game could have some runs at 1:40 p.m. The 51 and 59 Minnesota Twins, they practically traded away their entire lineup. They'll be playing the 56 and 54 Cleveland Guardians. This team was 5 games under 500. They've been clawing their way back. They got back to 500. Now they're 2 games over 500, and they have some momentum now. Second place in the AL Central. Cleveland, 54.8% chance to win this game. Minnesota, a 45.2% chance. The Guardians are 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. Cleveland's minus 165, Minnesota plus 140. The Twins, 4.2 runs per game, 241 average, 125 home run solid power, 55 steals. Pitching has really let them down the last 2 months. They're giving up 4.29 runs a game. The Guardians are starting to score some more runs. It's up to 3.9 runs per game, 228 average. They got to get that batting average up. 114 home runs, 84 steals, and got 3.9 runs per game. Cleveland's also got Joey Cantillo on the mound, 2-1 record, 4.14 ERA, 50 innings, 63 strikeouts. He's given up 7 home runs in 50 innings. That's a lot. But Jose Urena is even worse. 0-0 record, a 5.4 ERA. In 18.1 innings, he's given up 5 home runs. That's a home run every 3 innings. That's not good numbers here. Give me Cleveland to win this game to cover the spread, and I'll go with the over. This was a high-scoring game yesterday on MLB Network at 1:40 p.m. The 55 and 56 San Francisco Giants, third place in the NL West. They're not known for their offense. This team has really good pitching, really good starting pitching, as well as bullpen. They'll be playing the 63 and 48 New York Mets, first place in the NL East, but the Phillies are on their heels. They want to make sure to close out this series with the win. New York, 55.2% chance to win this game. The Giants, a 44.8% chance. The Mets here, 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. San Francisco, plus 135. New York, minus 160. The Giants are averaging 4.1 runs per game, 232 average, 101 home runs, 48 steals, and you have 3.63 runs a game. That is really good pitching. They can rely on the pitching coming with them to New York. The Mets. The Mets have kind of been all over the place this season. They're a very hard team to bet on because when it doesn't look like they're going to win it, they go on a streak. When they are playing their best, they come to a screeching halt and go on a massive losing streak. Which version of the Mets show up? We just need some consistency from them. But hey, they are still in first place, so it really doesn't matter. They're averaging 4.3 runs a game, hitting 241, 135 home runs, 87 steals, giving up 3.58 runs per game. The number one team starting pitching ERA and top 5 overall in baseball. Carson Whisenhunt going for the Giants, 0-0 record, 7.2 ERA, 5 innings, 3 strikeouts. He hasn't pitched too much this season. When he has pitched, hasn't been the best, but very, very small sample size. Going up against Frankie Montas, coming back from his injury. 3-1 record, 5.46 ERA for his career, 4.14, 29.2 innings, 26 strikeouts. He's given up 6 home runs here. He is susceptible to the long ball, but at some point you know he's going to turn things back on. Give me the Mets. Give me Montas. Give me that bullpen with Diaz to close it out. The Mets win it. They cover the spread, and I'll go with the over. And another very difficult game at 1:40 p.m. The 60-51 New York Yankees, second place in the LAs. They need a win really bad right here. Boone under a lot of pressure, and let's call it like it is, deservedly so. They'll be playing the 54-55 Miami Marlins. This team up there with one of the hottest teams in baseball, 1 game under 500. Just a couple weeks ago, they were 15 games under 500. This team is hot. You do not want to play them right now. I did pick the Marlins to upset the Yankees the last 2 days. That's it. They have done that. Can they potentially sweep the New York Yankees here in Miami? Right now, the Marlins 50.1% chance to win this game. The Yankees a 49.9%. That is as close to a 50-50 fan pick'em vote as it gets. The fans are split right down the middle. The Marlins are the underdogs, though. The Yankees 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. New York minus 115. The Marlins minus 105. This game is so close. I don't personally want to go anywhere near this game because it could honestly go either way. The Yankees 5.2 runs per game. 252 batting average, 174 home runs. That's number 1 in baseball, but Judge is not playing. They are not the same without him. He's the heart and soul of this team. They have 75 steals, 3.97 runs a game. They do have a lot of injuries to their pitching staff. The Marlins 4.2 runs per game, 252 batting average, 99 home runs, 81 steals, 4.36 runs a game. But you have to remember, that was in the 5s last month. They are pitching a lot better right now. Looking at our starting pitching for the game, the Yankees are going to be rolling out Luis Gil. Hasn't pitched this season, but last year had a 3.5 ERA. He's a strikeout pitcher. Might be a little rusty here. First game of the season going up against Edward Cabrera. 4-5 record, 3.35 ERA, 94 innings, 96 strikeouts, 10 home runs given up. I want to go with the Yankees here. I think Gil's going to have a good game, but having not seen him this season, might be a little rusty. It might be a lot to ask for him to come in here, stop the bleeding. Give me the Marlins to win this one. Going with the plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the under. At 2:20 p.m., the 51-60 Baltimore Orioles. The lineup we're going to see is not the lineup they've had the whole season. They did trade some of their key pieces. They'll be on the road here versus the 64-46 Chicago Cubs, second place in the NL Central. The Cubs lost this game yesterday. They need a win here. This is a very difficult division. Them and the Brewers neck and neck. Every single game matters. Chicago's 66.2% chance to rebound with a win. Baltimore 33.8% chance. The Cubs are 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. Baltimore's plus 150. Chicago minus 180 right now. The Orioles, their offense can score runs, but they do give up a lot of runs. They're averaging 4.4 runs per game, 245 average, 136 home runs. A lot of power. 77 steals, 4.89 runs a game. The Cubs 5.3 runs per game, 255 batting average, 158 home runs is top 5 in the majors. 121 steals, that is tied for number 2 right now, and they're giving up 3.96 runs a game. Brandon Young here, 0-5 record, still in search of his first win for the Orioles, 6.63 ERA, 36.2 innings. He's given up 8 home runs. He gives up a lot of home runs. That does not bode well here on the road. Wrigley Field versus a Cubs team with a lot of power. The Cubs have Colin Rio on the mound, 8-5 record, 4.25 ERA. Not his best last couple starts. 106.0 innings, 75 strikeouts. Not a strikeout pitcher. He's given up 19 home runs. He's also susceptible to the long ball. The Orioles also do hit a lot of home runs. But give me the Cubs rebounding with a strong win. They cover the spread. I'll go with the over. And then at 3:10 p.m., the 47-64 Pittsburgh Pirates, bottom 2 offense in baseball, top 7 overall pitching staff. Give these pitchers some run support. They'll be on the road versus the 30-80 Colorado Rockies, 50 games under 500. That is a crazy stat to start out the month of August. But hey, they're coming off a win yesterday. The Rockies don't have a good offense, but they do hit home runs. So if you're not on, they can knock the ball out of the park. Colorado, 38.1% chance to win this game. Pittsburgh, a 61.9% chance. The Pirates are 1.5 run favorites, 11.5 over under, massive over under. Pittsburgh's minus 160, Colorado plus 135. The Pirates offense, 3.4 runs per game, 231 average, 72 home runs, at dead last in the majors, 86 steals, giving up 3.68 runs a game. Colorado, 3.6 runs per game, almost as bad as the Pirates, but not. 233 average, 108 home runs, solid power, 55 steals, 5.65 runs a game. The Rockies are the worst overall pitching team in baseball. Bradley Blaylock on the mound for the Rockies, 1-2 record, a 7.09 ERA, 33 innings, 16 strikeouts, 6 home runs given up. Going up against Mitch Keller. Mitch Keller has a 3.69 ERA, but a 4-10 record. Whenever this guy pitches, they give him 0 run support. Help this guy out. Just give him 4 to 5 runs. That's it. He can get you the win. 127 innings, 100 strikeouts. Give me Keller getting a win today. Pirates win it. They cover the spread. I'm going to go with the over. That's a massive over, but I'll take the over. 4:05 p.m., the 51-59 Arizona Diamondbacks. But again, this is one of those teams, a lot of those key pieces will not be there in the lineup. They'll be on the road here versus the 49-63 Athletics Minor League Stadium. We might see some home runs. Both teams can hit home runs. The A's have a 48.1% chance to win this game. The Diamondbacks a 51.9%. Another very close fan split. Right now, the Diamondbacks 1.5 run favorites, 10.5 over under. Arizona comes into this game minus 126. The Athletics plus 108. The Diamondbacks 4.8 runs per game, 248 average, 149 home runs. That's top 6, 71 steals, 4.59 runs a game. Not the best pitching, but they do score a lot of runs. The A's score some runs. They have even worse pitching. Right now, the A's 4.3 runs per game, 250 batting average, 151 home runs. They do hit a lot of homers. 62 steals, 5.03 runs a game. That is a bottom 5 overall pitching staff. Jack Perkins going for the Athletics, 0-1 record, 2.75 ERA, 19.2 innings, 19 strikeouts. Solid start to his season. Eduardo Rodriguez going for the Diamondbacks, not putting up his best season right now. 3-7 record of 5.63 ERA, 92.2 innings, 98 strikeouts. He's a strikeout pitcher, but he also gives up a buttload of runs, puts a lot of guys on base. He's given up 119 hits, 34 walks, 18 home runs. Give me the A's to pull off the upset, going with that plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the under. 4:07 p.m., the 41-69 Chicago White Sox. Do not underestimate this team. They're actually a very competitive ball club. They'll be on the road versus the 53-57 Los Angeles Angels, who have a top 5 home run hitting team. The Angels 48.2% chance to win this game. The White Sox a 51.8%. The Angels are also 1.5 run favorites, 9.5 over under. Los Angeles minus 135. Chicago plus 115. The White Sox, one of the worst offenses in baseball, 3.8 runs a game, 229 average, 99 home runs, 67 steals, 4.09 runs a game. But the key here, they have a lot of very, very close losses. 1-run losses, they're always in these games. You'll always have to potentially keep in mind there might be an upset versus them. The Angels 4.4 runs per game, 234 average, 155 home runs, 53 steals, 4.6 runs per game. The Angels have Jack Kanowitz on the mound, 3-9 record, 5.75 ERA, 98.2 innings, 68 strikeouts. He loads the bases, 109 hits given up, 51 walks, 16 home runs. There's going to be opportunities for the White Sox to score, but they have to capitalize on runners on base. They have Sean Burke going 4-8 record, 4.17 ERA, 105.2 innings, 93 strikeouts. Give me the White Sox to pull off the upset here. Give me the plus 1.5, and I'm going to go with the over. 4:10 p.m., the 55-56 St. Louis Cardinals. This is a veteran ball club. They've completely lost their steam, but they are capable of playing a lot better than they have been playing. At some point, they might turn things around. They'll be on the road here versus the 61-49 San Diego Padres. Second place in the NL West, closing in on the Dodgers. Padres 57% chance to win this game. The Cardinals a 43% chance. San Diego's 1.5 run favorites, 8.5 over under. St. Louis plus 155. The Padres minus 185. This Cardinals offense with the veterans they have. They average 4.4 runs per game, hitting 250, 105 home runs, 62 steals, and 4.17 runs a game. They pitched a lot better when the season started. The Padres, they're not known for their offense, but they got to get Machado going. They have to get Fernando Tatis going. He's the key there. Get his bat hot. They're averaging 4.1 runs per game, 250 average, 92 home runs, 74 steals, and 3.55 runs a game. You can trust their starting pitching. You can trust the bullpen of the Padres. Looking at the starting pitching today, Andre Pallante going for St. Louis, 6-7 record, 4.62 ERA, 117 innings, 76 strikeouts. Definitely not a strikeout pitcher. Dylan Cease, 4 straight 200 strikeout seasons. Not the best start of his career. This guy's a veteran, though. He's going to rebound. He will get things back on track. 3-10 record. He's much, much better than that. 4.79 ERA, 118.1 innings, 153 strikeouts. He has the strikeout stuff. He just doesn't have the control. 47 walks, 17 home runs. He could easily get upset here, but I have him rebounding, strong pitching game. Padres win. They cover the spread. I'll go with the under. At 4:10 p.m., this is a very fun West Divisional matchup. We're going to have the 58-54 Texas Rangers, third place in the AL West, versus the 59-53 Seattle Mariners, second place in the NL West. If the Rangers win, they could potentially be tied come tomorrow. This is a really fun series. Great way to end it. Right now, the Rangers, 53.9% chance to win this game. Seattle, a 46.1%. Texas, 1.5 run favorites. 7.5 over-under. The Rangers are minus 150. The Mariners are plus 125. This Rangers offense, up to a couple weeks ago, the offense was putrid the entire season. 3.3 runs per game. They have exploded in the last couple weeks. That's gone up to 4.1 runs per game. They're hitting 233, 116 home runs, 100 steals. The number one overall pitching team in baseball, 3.22 runs a game. It is not even close. This team can pitch. They can potentially pitch their way all the way to a potential playoff berth. Right now, the Mariners, 4.5 runs per game, 245 average, 152 home runs. They can hit some home runs, 104 steals. They have power, they have speed, and they can also pitch pretty decent, giving up 3.89 runs per game. The Mariners have Logan Evans on the mound, 4-4 record, 4.22 ERA, 64 innings, 50 strikeouts. He's given up 11 home runs in 64 innings, so he does give up the home run. The Rangers are hot, but no matter what, Seattle is an extremely consistent, reliably good performing ball club. But the Rangers have the X factor. They have Jacob deGrom on the mound, having a Cy Young caliber season right now. He finally got rocked his last, well, not rocked, but he had a loss his last start. Not his typical performance. He had like 16 straight games giving up 3 or less runs. He was on a great run there. Can he get that back going again right now? 10-3 record, a 2.55 ERA for his career, 2.5. He's one of the best pitchers we've seen of the last 20, 30 years. 123.2 innings, 130 strikeouts. Give me DeGrom to get his 11th win of the season. Keep his name in that Cy Young chase. Rangers win. They cover the spread. I'll go with the over. And our final game of the day, it's a good one. On ESPN at 7 p.m., the 65-47 Detroit Tigers. Maybe they've rounded the corner, fighting their way back up. Their first place in the AL Central. But this was a team a lot of people thought was the best team in baseball. And they went on like a 7-game losing streak. Some people jump ship, but they're starting to get things back on track. Never underestimate this team. They can hit. They have good pitching. And they'll be playing the 62-48 Philadelphia Phillies. Really good ball club. Experienced ball club just behind the Mets. Second place in the NL East. The Phillies have a 67.6% chance to win this game. The Tigers a 32.4%. Detroit right now, they're the underdogs. Phillies 1.5 run favorites. 8.5 over under. Philadelphia minus 185. Detroit plus 155. The Tigers are averaging 4.8 runs a game. 250 average, 138 home runs. 48 steals, giving up 3.76 runs a game. The Phillies, 4.7 runs per game, 254 average, 126 home runs, 91 steals, giving up 3.8 runs a game. Very, very deep starting pitching. Right now, the Phillies, Christopher Sanchez going, having a great season. No one's talking about this guy. He's putting up great numbers. 9-3 record, 2.55 ERA, 130.2 innings, 139 strikeouts, only 10 home runs given up in 19 games. Charlie Morton, they just acquired him. Not the best start of his career. This guy's like 85 years old right now. 7-8 record, a 5.42 ERA, 101.1 innings, 101 strikeouts. He still has the strikeout stuff, but he's putting guys on base. But you know, Charlie, if you can get him in the playoffs, I do think Charlie will be able to pitch well in the playoffs. He's a veteran, knows how to pitch in big moments. He's just not doing it so far this season. Give me the Phillies to win this game to cover the spread, and I'll go with the over. Guys, that is all of our picks, our predictions, our best bets for every single baseball game we have coming up for Sunday, August 3rd. Make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you have any comments, do you agree with me, disagree with me? What are your thoughts on these games? What are your picks today? Drop it in the comment section, and I will respond to every single comment. If you want to sign up for one of our member teams, make sure to check out the pinned comment down below. Click on that link. You can sign up there, and I would definitely appreciate it. And, of course, as always, thank you for watching.